look for the sweep now here in Miami. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to pass. Tua. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. And that'll make it 3rd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. Able to power through. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He'll fight a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for 1st. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there in that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the turnover, it's Tua. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Dolphins sit 7 and 6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think it's going to be tough to beat this one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. first down. Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, you talk about this Jets defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, and said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. 2nd catch for him today, and they'll wind up the first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he rifles one incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So line connects on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run with Hall. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle he just saw? Pretty nice.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and unfortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of the tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by Higgins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 57 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And going deep for Hill. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting. And he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Hall again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He's got this to Pickens. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On the counter, it's Hall. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his head kept it exactly that.
Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case...
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Now Wilson. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first down.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
First down, New York.
They go play action now. Wilson. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss.
The offense so far this drive, getting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Straight ahead is Hall. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Ball again on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Play action. Now Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall. And the Jets are able to widen their advantage.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. That's caught. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. And quickly they get to the line. That ball caught. It's chosen. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Tua going to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish out this drive with 6 points.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Zerline good with a PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A give running right is Hall.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back there to find the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Wilson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Shrugs him off. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Right back to him on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. But that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now Tua. Open man is Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And this offense on third down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Paul on a give up the middle. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Hall.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Tua.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's Tua. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Tagovailoa over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. That's pulled in by Wilson. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Zerline connects on the extra point as this gets him back into the touchdown on the 2-point conversion. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Jets 36, Dolphins 21.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final try for Tagovailoa. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jets, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.